Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, peace and blessings. It's your boy Moshe Ben Yasharel, your hostess with the mostest. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Hey, look, I got a message today. You know what I'm saying? My message is, for this beautiful Sabbath day, is mercy. You know what I'm saying? It's always good. You know what I mean? I was having a conversation, with this brother today. And some people, you know what I'm saying, they just look at things on the surface level. You know what I mean? But there are deeper things that the Ruach HaKodesh has to show you. You know what I mean? And that only comes with you spending time. You know what I'm saying? Because, if you not living this word, then you just like sounding brass, like Paul mentioned in 1 Corinthians 13. You know what I mean? And which we don't, a lot of people confuse the church with a building. You know what I'm saying? But we are the church. You see what I'm saying? And so what you got to understand, man, is that when Yahushua HaMashiach came in the flesh, you see what I'm saying, that was the Brit Hadashah is all about mercy and grace. That's why he said to love God with all your heart, your might, and your soul. And to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Because if you love God with all your heart, your might, and your soul, then you can love your neighbor. And see, that's what a lot of people don't understand, because a lot of people have turned from the word of Yahuwah, because, a lot of people are confused and thinking that the Old Testament is done away with. But when you go and read the whole book, the scriptures say that it was a perpetual thing. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand it's from generation to generation to generation. That's why he said that, the second commandment, if you was to worship idols, that it would fall down to the third and the fourth generations, because the covenant is a generational thing. You know what I'm saying? See, it's not a contract where if you don't make your payments, or you renege on your contract, then you go in debt. It's something like that, but it's not like that. You see what I'm saying? A blood covenant, you need to go look this up. Go look up a blood covenant in ancient days. A blood covenant cannot be erased. A blood covenant cannot be nullified. A blood covenant cannot be invalidated. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to understand this about the covenant. You know what I mean? And so when Yahushua came, he was the mercy. He was the grace. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that let me give you revelation, man. You hear me? Let me give you revelation. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. See, the Bible talks about the scriptures. Let me say the scriptures, because the Bible, you know what I'm saying, man put that together. You know what I'm saying? Even though man, was inspired by the Spirit, to write the scriptures, a man put it in the book. But let me help you understand something. Let me give you revelation. You see, you got to understand that the Old Testament talks about the Jubilee. So when Yahushua and his disciples were walking through the wheat fields, and they were eating the kernels of wheat on the Sabbath, it was a Jubilee. You know what I'm saying? Because during the Jubilee, you know what I'm saying, you were supposed to set the captive free. You were supposed to set your brethren free from because they became indebted to you, because they didn't have certain things, and they wanted to be a slave. You have to go read to understand this. But my point is this, is that, you know what I'm saying, Yahushua was mercy. He came to show mercy, to show grace. That's why you see a lot of the times when they were doing things to him, he did nothing, even though he could have called down 20 legions of angels. You know what I'm saying? To strike. That's why Satan said, throw yourself down from here and a legion of angels will grab you, in Matthew 4, when he was being tested in the wilderness. But my point is this, and I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna be short, because I'm learning I gotta be short. on this, because a lot of people's attention span, you know, is like mine. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to watch things over hours. So, you know, I had to learn that, and I've had to reconfigure how I do things. But anyway, my point is this. When you start seeing the Most High take things from you, like aside from people doing witchcraft on you because God is blessing you, you see what I'm saying? Aside from that, you know, but when you start to see the Most High taking things from you, attacking your material things, attacking your finances, you know what I'm saying? Things like that, it's out of love. You see what I'm saying? Because he's doing that so he don't have to take you. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of people in their pride, you know what I'm saying, don't know how to you know, amend their ways, you know what I'm saying, and turn from their wicked ways. They'll keep going and going and going, trying to hurt you and hurt you and hurt you. You see what I'm saying? Until you get hurt. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what you have to understand. That's what the mercy and the grace was for, because grace was a teacher. Grace was to help you see your faults and your errors so that you could change. You see what I'm saying? But when you refuse to change, then that's when, you know, things get dire. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to understand it. And as an example, I remember when I was young, and when I had just got out of prison, and you know, I had met this guy in prison, and he I gave my life to, you know, Christ at the time, what I knew. You see what I'm saying? And then when I got out, you know, I started going to church and stuff, whatever, right? But you know, when I got out, I didn't just get back into church. I got back out into the streets. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, my granddaddy had given me his Impala. You know what I'm saying? It was a 1980 Impala box Chevy. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I want to go kick it with my homeboys and stuff. You know, I want to be with the crowd. You see what I'm saying? And you know, next thing you know, that my car, it tore up. You know what I mean? You know, the Most High had to sit me down. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know, hanging around the wrong people, getting into things that could have cost me my life. You see what I'm saying? And so I just want to help you understand that when you start to see, you know, if you have given yourself to the Most High Yah, and you're living according to the faith, according to Torah, you see what I'm saying? And you've backslidden, that if you start seeing a decline in, you know, your wealth, a decline, you know, your vehicles getting taken, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, that's the Most High talking to you. You see what I'm saying? Because when you doing good, you know, and you living according, you'll get attacked too. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you're in the will of the Most High, you know, and you're stepping into your purpose, you know what I'm saying, you face all kind of obstacles and obstructions and stuff like that from the dark side. You know what I'm saying? From the what they call it in Star Wars, the dark Sith. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to understand, I'm just trying to tell you that, you know, when you professing to live for the Most High, but you know, you got one foot in, one foot out, like the hokey pokey, you see what I'm saying? Then that's when he started attacking your things. You see what I'm saying? To get your attention, because he loves you so much that he don't want to see you give you over to the enemy. You see what I'm saying? Because the enemy's objective is to destroy you. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't know that when I was growing up. I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you that. But yeah, that's what, you know, the scripture, when Yahushua HaMashiach came, it was for grace and mercy. You see what I'm saying? To show us as an example how to love each other. You see what I'm saying? Because we all, you know what I'm saying, fall down. You know what I'm saying? So shalom, peace, and blessings. Like, share, and subscribe. If you like to give, you know, the description is in the bio. Shabbat shalom.